Our bent barbell row is a strength move for our back. Our mid and upper back, those rowing muscles are those postural muscles that pull those shoulder blades back and keep our body nice and upright. So for this exercise, you can do this with a barbell or you can do this with a set of dumbbells. It is completely up to you. If you're using a barbell, we're going to load that barbell up, starting off light until you're comfortable with this movement. We're going to stand nice and close to the barbell, feet about hip distance apart here. We're going to hinge on over and grab the barbell right about shoulder width distance. We don't want in super close. We don't want way out here. We want kind of right underneath of those shoulders. We're then going to make sure that back is nice and straight, especially for lifting off. We're going to stand on up first, and then we're going to hinge on over to where that upper body is getting fairly parallel to the floor. Legs are slightly bent. We're going to pull that bar up towards the sternum, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then controlling it all the way back down to the bottom, trying not to swing with that torso. So the reason that we are standing all the way up first and then hinging back on over is because we want to get our core set and stabilized to support the low back before we go into this movement. A lot of times if you just simply lift up off the ground and go into it, you're going to have a little more rounding in the back. Your core is not going to be set. However, if we come all the way up, squeeze those abs, and then hinge those hips on over, you'll have a much stronger base of support in that core for this exercise. Most common mistakes I see made on this exercise is going to be swinging the torso or using the legs. And what that looks like is this, coming on up, hinging on over. You'll see how I'm getting my lower body into it by bending and extending my legs, and I'm also getting my upper body into it by hinging up and then back down. Try to keep as stable as you can with that lower body and upper body, and make sure that that back is doing all that work. Everything else is staying nice and rigid throughout this movement. That's why I say start slow and light, because if you jump up too heavy, that is what's going to happen. You're going to immediately, without even thinking about it, go into that swinging movement in order to get the weight up, because you won't have enough strength just in your back where we're trying to isolate to get that bar all the way up to that sternum and squeeze those shoulder blades.